am sharing a book with you today, friends, because we didn't have school on Monday. We honored Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his birthday, and that's a really important day. So I'm going to read Martin's Dream for you by Jane Kurtz. And you have a seesaw activity to do when you're done listening to this story about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King had a heart so bold and strong. He came one day with things to say to Washington, D.C. in 1963. That's about 60 years ago. 200,000 people came together on that day. By bus, on skates, from many states, they came like a stream looking for a dream. Looking at a statue of Abraham Lincoln, one of our presidents a long time ago. They looked up at the face of the man who once declared in 1863, all slaves must now be free. But a law is just a start. What can change a heart? Martin Luther King stood tall before them all. He said when it was time to vote, or play, or work, or ride, no one should be outside. The color of our skin must not push us out or in. Martin Luther King almost sang his words that day. His voice rang out, almost a shout. When things are fair everywhere, then people will be free. We will have liberty. Martin Luther King declared that things can change. Children can stand hand in hand, and we should all be able to sit at the same table. And that's how we look now when we play together. They look like they're playing outside together at recess. Kids with all different colors of skin playing together. But back when Martin Luther King was alive, the children could not be together like that. Martin Luther King had a dream so strong and clear. Some went away, changed that day. His words were bold and true. His words can change us too. In all our hearts, let freedom ring when we remember Dr. King. So all those years ago, kids with different colored skin had to go to different schools. Kids with dark colored skin went to one school, and kids with light colored skin had to go to different schools, and they weren't allowed to play together only because of the color of their skin. And now we get to be together and play together. And I'm so glad, because when I look out at all of your beautiful faces, and you all have different colored faces, it's so nice for me to look at, and so wonderful, because if you all had the exact same colored skin and you all looked the same, it would be really boring. And the important thing to remember is, even though we have different colored skin on the outside, on the inside of our bodies, it is exactly the same. Our heart, our lungs, our brains, our intestines, everything we learned about that's on the inside of our bodies is exactly the same. So when you do your seesaw activity today about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Remember how on the inside we are exactly the same. And then you'll be all set and ready to do your seesaw activity in your job today.